Welcome back to Boruto Anime Review, episode number 94. This time I'm reviewing the 95th episode of the anime, Tactics for Getting Along with Your Daughter. Yep. This one is kind of the finale of this little mini arc. This arc is, I guess, my final thoughts on this really good arc. Yeah, this episode is focused on Sasuke and Sadara. Mostly a lot of Sasuke in this one, where the episode starts off at the Uchiha home, and you see Sakura. Yeah, making her first appearance. First time since that one brief cameo during the previous arc. It's been a good like 10, 15, at least about 10 episodes since her last appearance. Great to see her. And she's going off to work, despite it being Parent-Child Day. And, of course, there's the announcement they had sort of last week's episode as well about the announcement of Parent-Child Day. And Sadara goes out to train. And then first you have Boruto runs into Sasuke. Of course, he refers to as Mr. Sasuke. Now, I would have thought that the son referred to him as maybe Sasuke's son, but no, it's Mr. Sasuke. Probably because that's what Konohamaru called him that. Which, speaking of Konohamaru, he is nowhere in this arc at all. As a matter of fact, there's a good chunk of characters not even in this arc at all, which is kind of weird. Yep, they see each other, goes to see tells where Sadara is, and he goes there right away. Of course, in the episode, this happens a bit later, he runs into Shido, a character he barely interacted with in the original series. I think they exchanged maybe like two lines of dialogue in the previous appearance. Yeah, I mean, Sasuke knows who he is. Not just because he's Sadara's teacher. Oh no, that's not the only reason how he knows him, because they grew up together. But they didn't know each other very well, so it's like as soon as he's like Sasuke Uchiha, and Sasuke says Shino Aburane. I'm like, okay. And of course, he thanked them for being a good teacher for her, and it's like how she did in school. She did really well. And that's the last time we see Shino for pretty much the whole episode. Yeah, he does show up against a brief post-credit scene where he's playing with the Konohamaru toy. Not Konohamaru, the Karama toy, which I thought was quite funny. We also see while he's walking around with Sadara, he's like, Kana's like, no. And you'll see a bunch of masks, which looks like it has, believe it or not, the faces of not only Karama, but also Chikaku and the three-tailed turtle. Yeah, they actually have his face on this mask. And apparently the kids this generation don't know about Jirajiki. Yeah, I don't know if maybe Shino forgot to tell him about that, or probably Boruto kind of does know. He probably does know a little bit about it, but who knows? It's so funny. And he goes around, of course, he tries to figure out a way to get along with Sadara, like how he just all of a sudden runs into Kakashi. First time since the tuning exam arc, this guy has shown up, and it's great to see him. You see him in like two scenes, like, of course, you also see him in like brief flashback stuff, like how tactile with your daughter, and the thing doesn't go very well. It's like, put your coat on, like, really? So he just walks off, and he tells Kakashi, of course, he is referred to as Kakashi Sensei, because apparently he didn't get along with him too that well in the original series. And for I remember, of the three members of Team 7, the only person who never had the name Sensei along with his name was Sasuke. Naruto calls him Kakashi Sensei. Sakura does the same thing. As a matter of fact, Naruto still calls him that, which I believe he's actually allowed to do that. In the case of when he was Hokage, because he was previously a sensei, so it makes perfect sense. And there's a joke because the thing failed that he wanted to really not throw the book in the river because what he said it failed, but also he wanted the Kakashi in the river as well, which I thought was so funny. And in the very same scene, Sakura meets up with him, which is so funny. But it's great to see him, and I kind of like, really, they couldn't have like Sasuke kiss her after not seeing her for like probably about 2 months. Yep. Oh, and the reason why he's in town? Because he has business in a nearby town. He just want to make a quick stop by. And we also see them at the training ground. Of course, when Sadara, a couple times, Sadara first runs to Sasuke, and of course, Sakura tells him about her dream to become Hokage. Of course, in this episode, there are freaking flashbacks to Sasuke's childhood, which, by the way, this is the first time in this series they've actually used these flashbacks since Naruto Shippuden. Yes, though I think they changed Itachi's sub actor. Yeah, his voice sounds completely different than it did in the sub from Shippuden. I don't know why, but apparently they decided to change the sub actor for some reason. I don't know, because I have watched like I did watch a good chunk of Shippuden subbed because I ran out of dub episodes to watch. So I'm watching. I had previously watched a little bit more of the show dubbed, like beyond season. I think I got far as season 8. Yeah. So there's like frequently like just like him in the training ground, which that's been shown a couple times. Of when Itachi decides to jump up, throw a bunch of throw a bunch of kunai around, hit all the targets. There's Sasuke practicing with the fireball jutsu for the first time. Yeah, from what I can tell, I think they did bring back. From what I can tell, they did bring back his father's sub actor. It's the same guy, from what I can tell. And though they don't show Sasuke's mother in these flashbacks, which I'm like, that's a little weird, because the tie-in with these flashbacks, they always show Sasuke's mother, who was a great person, by the way, in the flashbacks. And of course, he does meet up with her later about the whole thing about being Hokage. And he says, yeah, he wanted to become Hokage. He told very few people about it, though his version of Hokage is very warped, but everybody else wanted to. And of course, he also mentions Naruto, not by name until he finishes up when he talks about loser and how much of a direction does whatever he wants. And he says he does support Sadara in her dream to become Hokage. And her going after Naruto is definitely good for her, because he doesn't want her to end up like him. And of course, he kind of references, I mean, a lot of stuff what he references is what happened toward the end of the Shippuden series, like the Fourth Ninja War, and toward the end of season 20 when he mentions his big fight with Naruto, which cost him his arm. His, from what I can tell, I think it's his left arm it cost him. Yeah, it cost him his left arm. While Naruto, it cost him his right arm. Yeah, and of course they show at the ending of like a wrap up in the way of the parent-child day stuff, where everybody's like, you see Tamari, first time in quite a while seeing her, probably first time since the Byakugan arc, and she's got like evil eyes, and she sees Shikidai and Shikamaru eating, maybe as a punishment or whatever. We see Choto's family, Rock Lee, Metal Lee climbing a mountain. We see that Ino is comforting her awesome husband, Sai. And we see an adorable little scene of Himari in bed, and she's kind of like sharing the bed with Hinata, which I thought was so adorable. Like, I hope they do bother to explain like what the word she was up to this particular day. Yeah, I kind of wish they would do that. Yeah, and of course the episode ends with Naruto and Boruto just doing some training because, well, they said technically the parent-child day wasn't over, so yeah, they say there's some training, and that's how the episode ends. And next week's episode is the return of Team Anabe. And it looks like we're going to see it where you see Team 7 training with Team Anabe, which does look like a producing episode. And I'm really looking forward to this one, especially since the return of Hanabi. First time in quite a while since we've seen her. And it looks like they're training at the Hyuga compound. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like training at the Hyuga, like the clan base. That's where they're training at, which is going to be interesting. First time this place has been physically been seen since episode 9. Maybe we'll get a chance to see Heshi Hyuga, Naruto's grandfather. That might be interesting. Okay? Yeah, and that's really, of course, next week's episode is called Blood, Sweat, and Tears, which I'm looking forward to this episode from what I can see from the trailer, because Sasumori had not been seen quite a while. I mean, last time she was seen was actually 3 episodes back, and yeah, there's that. Yeah, 3 episodes back, and it's great to see her again, though she's going to do something. Yeah. Maybe there'll be hints that maybe revealed in the series that she's in love with Bari, so of course they reveal that in the manga. Who knows if they're actually going to do that or not? Who the heck knows, okay? So, that's it for this particular review. I have 2 more videos I'm going to do right now. Next, of course, is the Comic Corner, and after that, a review of the newest chapters for One Punch Man. Yep. So until you see you in the next video, bye.